tea. Like with the chocolate pecan pie or the original, just to add another additional layer. These are teaspoons. What I love is the idea of tea made simply and tea that is quality tea leaves inside this spoon. So all you're doing is adding the hot water, dropping the spoon inside. It already has the perfect amount of tea inside that spoon. So it is a consistently exceptional cup of tea every single time. Stacey Stauffer is here with me, and I want to share with you that you're receiving 96 moments. 96 moments with friends. I
called it that.
96 get-togethers. 96, I don't know, throw head back, laughter moments with friends. You can get all 96, which will be 4 boxes, in the cherry vanilla, which I love. I even love the color, and we'll talk to you about that, in these teaspoons. All 4 boxes in the cherry vanilla could be yours. All 4 boxes in the cranberry, and all of these teas, we'll talk to you about the flavors, but understand that it's warm and silky and completely like a well-rounded and balanced flavor in that cranberry. There's also green tea. This is the only one that has just a skosh of caffeine. All of the other ones are free of caffeine. And then there's also the anise, which I never see. Or you can get what you're seeing here on this table, which is all 96, and it will be one 24-count box of each. This brings it down to 30 cents, Stacey. A moment, a beautiful cup of tea. It's $9.67 on that Easy Pay, 3 easy payments. And it's the only presentation that we are going to have of the day and certainly of the month. Let's talk about this. This is Stacey Stauffer. She's one of our foodie friends. Nice to see you.
It's so great to see you. I am so, like, as an avid coffee drinker, I fell in love with teaspoons because, number one, it's truly a pure, all-natural, high-quality European tea that comes in the spoon. The spoon is the tea.
Yeah.
So you don't need to do anything. All you're going to do is peel off the top, and the finest herbs and fruits, or in this case, the green tea leaves, are in the spoon, ready for you to simply add hot water to, or depending on the flavor, maybe cold, and you are off to truly enjoy the moment, like you said, whatever that moment is. Because as I think of coffee as being one of those things, I watched my grandmother drink it, it's something you slurp down in the morning, it's something to help get you going. Tea is when you sit down because you have a minute or two. It's when you sit down with friends, it's when you sit down to relax, or simply to get a job done. It is soothing. This is the green tea. Now, what you're going to notice
here's what it looks like after.
Okay, so when you steep this in 2 to 5 minutes, usually 5 minutes with the green tea, that's the color that you're going to get. And this is beautiful because this is a green tea that is mixed with the finest green tea leaves, lemongrass, lemon, and a little bit of ginger. There's a lot of green tea lemon variations out there on the market, but not one with the lemongrass and ginger to give it depth of flavor, a little zing. 95% caffeine free on this one, but this is pure high quality tea that you will taste.
I think about adding lemongrass and ginger, and I think about cold and flu season, and I think that this is exactly what my mama would say. Go and have a cup of tea, maybe grab that lemongrass and ginger. It also was well-rounded, right? So sometimes a tea can be kind of flat, or it can be a little like
bitter.
Kind of bitter. Yeah, exactly. Or some sort of like aftertaste that you get. You don't get any of that with this. And by the way, again, at 30 cents for each glass, you're looking at teaspoons. This is the only place you can get this technology and this brand in the United States. You can't find teaspoons anywhere else in the United States except here. And now you're going to my favorite, which is cherry vanilla.
Yeah, #1 bestseller. This is kind of what put this brand on the market. Okay, so this one, when it develops the color, and Rachel's going to grab it to again remind you that this color, bring it over here.
Yep, this is the color.
Is 100% all natural. So we use real cherry fruits, a hint of real natural vanilla to give it the sweetness. And then for that color, that is hibiscus flowers that we use. This company was started back in 2005 by a husband, wife, and their son who immigrated here to the United States from the former Yugoslavia. And they missed and remembered how tea is truly a way of life out there. And so they wanted to bring the enjoyment and the quality that they're used to. So all of our herbs, flowers come from being grown in the wild mountains of the villages in the Balkan Peninsula.
They call it mountain tea because that's where my parents are from.
You know, absolutely.
And so they literally call it chai malit, which is mountain tea.
Thank you.
And they pick it. It grows wild in the fields, just like how when you think about Provence, France, right? Like that's where lavender grows wild, right? Tea grows wild in this region, and it is truly the best tea. There's no bitter aftertaste. It's got this beautiful sweetness to it. The fact that there are these gourmet flavor combinations like just makes them extra special.
And one of the big reasons why you don't taste the bitterness and you get such a fuller body flavor is because they're handpicked. You know, this is not picked by machines like the big companies do, which tends to pulverize your flowers and your herbs, and that can release a bitterness, especially to tea leaves. I just poured the anise.
The anise, that's the one that I wanted to try.
Made with all-star anise. Beautiful, beautiful color. This is the one that's going to taste a little bit like
black licorice.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is. And it does. It's delicious.
This is also the one that I remember that when I had a tummy ache as a little girl, my grandmother, who was the tea drinker, she would give me star anise tea to help soothe my tummy. Now, I can make no claims with that, but as a little girl, I always appreciated it because I always liked when my grandmother took care of me when I didn't feel good. She knew exactly what to do.
I think of Greece when I think of anise, but here's something that I want you to know. If you're just joining us, here's the story. 24 of these individual teaspoons in every single box. You're receiving 4 boxes, a total of 96 moments. Cups of tea with you and your friend, you and your best friend, you and your daughter. My sister and my niece were together, and she was like, oh, we had a mother-daughter moment, and she came in like dancing on clouds. She was so happy. You can get all 4 boxes in the cherry vanilla that we already went through, all 4 boxes in the cranberry, which we're about to go through, all 4 boxes in that green tea, which is 95% caffeine-free. All of the other ones are completely caffeine-free. And then you can get all 96 in the anise. Now, you can get the combo that you're seeing here. They are individual sticks, so think about, you don't need to take a whole box. You can just take a stick, drop it in your purse, drop it in the car, drop it in your briefcase, in your handbag, wherever you're going. Cranberry we still have to do, yeah?
Cranberry, so beautiful balance of the sweet and the tart. So wild cranberries. There's also wild apple in here as well.
Oh, yes.
And again, to help it, you can do, cran apple, thank you. And then to help build that color, we also add those hibiscus flowers. Again, this is caffeine-free tea. This is beautiful. This is the one you just had on the pecan pies. I would pair this one with, especially with that chocolate version.
Yeah.
It would be such a beautiful balance. But each spoon is good for 2 years.
Yes.
Again, with the technology and the seal, the spoons are BPA-free too, so don't feel bad about putting it in hot water. Also, use the cherry vanilla for cold tea, especially I know we're getting in the warmer, the colder months.
Oh, that's nice.
But I loved this as an iced tea. Again, steep it for 2 to 5 minutes. Just use hot water, and this would be the combo.
This will be the combo that's coming home to you for $9.67.
96 spoons.
You get 96 spoons, 4 boxes of 24. If you wanted to divide this up 4 friends, you're giving them 24 where they can have their moment, their zen moment. It's M132198. We've got Hans Bakery that's coming up. We've got those scones that are coming up a little bit later. We also have Just Bagels. Oh, absolutely. 4 great gifts or 96 gifts to little friends as a little stocking stuffer. Have a glass of tea and a little card.
You're right.
Thanks so much, Stace. We so appreciate you.
Bye, Stace. We'll see you in a little bit.
30 cents for a cup of tea. 30 cents.
That's
Where
like one of the
does
best
that happen?
prices ever. All right, so listen, right now, though, we've got something for you from Kansas City Steak Company. This is my favorite flavor of all.